Okay, so I just want to say, on my last video, a lot of people were saying that ManLikeHaks is actually really funny, and I'm just a biased Stephen fanboy. And since then, I've come to the realization that you're right. Haks is hilarious.
My name is Mick.
Mick what? Jagger?
So lads, I was having a couple sausage rolls with Jimmy down the pub when I realised that my video was nearly on 100k views. It has to be said that Jeremy Lynch, I owe so much to you. Without you, I would be nothing. But I thought this video would be a one-off. I had nothing left to say on the matter. It's old news now. Right? Wrong. We have more leaked footage from two angles. We have a Spencer FC podcast literally devoting an hour to talking about Swazman. Boys, we're eating well tonight.
I don't want to call you someone who's barely touching 70,000 subscribers, mate.
I just want to comment, I love John Cena here in the background.
You can't see me.
I swear I recognise this guy. I don't know where from, but it is from somewhere. If someone can let me know, that'd help.
Hey, 70,000 subscribers, bro.
When you get that,
You've got no talent, bro.
Oh.
Where's your future going?
Mate, if you do a
Where's
tweet
your future
and
going?
you get 100 likes,
Fuck
maybe I'll
your
reply
tweet,
to
man.
you.
Fuck your tweet and your shit. Bruv, you're dead. You're dead, bruv. Relax, man. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Of course, I'm gonna get personal. Don't touch me, bruv.
Is everything alright? Is everything alright? I think you need to fucking calm the fuck.
I absolutely love how the footage just cuts the second Brian comes in. Not gonna lie, boys, we'd already seen this part of the argument, so it's nothing new, but it was pretty epic to see it from a new angle.
You're so, but you've got no talent, bro. Where's your future going?
Mate, if you do a tweet
Where's your future
and
going?
you get 100 likes,
Fuck
maybe I'll
your
reply
tweet,
to
man.
you.
Fuck your tweet and your shit. Bruv, you're dead. You're dead, bruv. Relax, man. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Of course, I'm gonna get personal. Don't touch me, bruv.
Is everything alright? Is everything alright? I think you need to fucking calm the fuck down.
Why does everyone cut when Brian comes in?
What's going on, everyone? It's the True Geordie.
Now that we've seen that, it's time for the juicy stuff. Spen Doggy Dog's podcast. Spencer and his brother Seb dropped a podcast titled Why I Won't Work with the F2 Again, and you only need to watch the first 5 seconds to know that this is going to be a good one.
Jeremy Lynch is the least likeable person I've ever come across on YouTube over the last decade of doing it, and there is no close second.
Well, it looks like Spencer is not going to be holding back on this one. Obviously, I'm not going to just show the whole 1 hour, but let's just look at some key points in the video.
It's very hard to say this and not make it sound like I'm trying to create drama, but I want people to know where I stand on it. Jeremy Lynch is the least likeable person I've ever come across on YouTube over the last decade of doing it, and there is no close second. It is Jeremy Lynch, and then, I don't know who would be number two, but there's a lot of space between them.
Yeah.
Okay? I say Jeremy specifically because Billy is not like that, in my opinion. I have had some clashes with Billy, but they've been much more professional clashes rather than personal clashes. We'll go on to talk about them.
Right, I think we all knew that Billy wasn't as bad as Jeremy. I mean, all it takes is to look at that Wembley Cup interview and to just look at Billy's face when Jeremy is talking.
That's what I've been saying. What's the A camera? This one. That's what happens when you get a Premier League ref who's not on Spencer's payroll. Oh! Wow. Controversy, we've done that. Controversy does not stop. It hasn't. Not only.
Now, we're about to hear about the WhatsApp group and what really happened in the WhatsApp group. Jeremy made it seem like it was a big deal. Something massive must have gone on.
There's this WhatsApp group thing which happened in the final, and there's the underlying thing in the WhatsApp
Well, the WhatsApp
group.
thing is big because it got given so much attention, but it's such a moot point.
Oh.
Literally, we have that WhatsApp chat, and as we said in the last video, literally, the world is welcome to have that thing because literally nothing of that makes...
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to make that video.
So actually, it turns out that was a really dead point by Jezza. That quote looks a lot different in hindsight.
The F2 are such good lads that we're going to not even replay the game and we're going to crack on. And everyone's going, thanks F2, thanks F2. I refuse to be in that shot. The reason I would not be in that shot is it was a lie. The whole thing was a lie. There was hours that passed. The F2 stopped production. They threatened the entire Wembley Cup from even happening. They said they were going to take everyone off because we're all cheats and we're all cheating against them, etc. I'm paraphrasing, but that's essentially what they said. They burst into the production room and said, and I quote, and I say quote because there's actually recording of it, "We are one of the biggest brands in football. This is very embarrassing for us." And it was embarrassing for them. They lost the XO.
Now that is a bro moment. So apparently what we didn't see was the F2, they didn't just throw a hissy fit at the final whistle, they threw a hissy fit in the production room. This paints Jeremy Lynch in an even worse light than before. Yet another thing that's shown Jeremy to be a bit of a twat.
You ain't seen the WhatsApp group.
Even after the Wembley Cup incident we spoke about, Billy was the one who tried to be, who later on would apologise, who'd send me a message and say, I'm sorry about how it went this way. And equally, he'd be the guy that might reply to an Instagram story of mine, or I haven't maybe for a year or so, but if I see a nice one of him and his children, being a father myself, I can like take a lot of, enjoyment from some of his posts sometimes, what he's doing with his son, Roman, and his daughter. So I like drop a like on some of his posts still now. And right now, I would have no issue, I'm not saying we're going to be best of friends, but I would have no issue if I saw Billy at an event, both went to the Champions League final, I'd say, hi Bill, how you doing?
Agreed.
I definitely wouldn't do that with Jeremy.
So it turns out Billy is actually nice, and I'm not gonna lie, I think a lot of us knew this from the beginning. In all the videos I've made, I've never really mentioned Billy, and that's because he's not at all comparable to Jezza. I don't think he's even got half as big of an ego as Jezza has. Put some respect on Billy's name.
Plays it out to Billy Wingrove. He's going to look for the 1-2, but he dribbles past. He's gone through. He's gone past another one. Oh!
There is some certain talent that hashtag may or may not at some point have been interested in getting involved. That the audience might have been really interested in seeing hashtag get involved. That
the talent might have been interested in getting involved.
The talent might have been interested in getting involved. All the pieces might have been there, and that talent had been previously associated with the F2, and the F2 made a rule which said they could not get involved in hashtag United. Not this many clubs, and this is in an industry that they're not even in.
Ooh. To be honest, I don't really want to comment on this. I don't really know about the whole situation. It would be unwise for me to comment on this.
So I got everyone together off camera, and I said, right, everyone's here, all the teams are here. I said, Jeremy, it's going to help us a lot if you, in this forum, when everyone's here to hear it, explain exactly what your issue is, and I can do my best to prove to you that it's not real. And he just looked at me, and I said, okay, he's not going to talk much. Right, Jeremy, is it fair to say you believe or are implying that we are in some way cheating, that there's some sort of issue? Can you please expand on this so we can all talk about it? And Jeremy just looked at me and went, you don't always get what you want, Spence. That's all he said. So I was like, okay, I get it. I'm not trying to, this is clearly not what I want, I think is what I said. And I said, I'm just trying to fix this, Jeremy, the best way I know how. Please, let's talk about this. And he went, you don't always get what you want.
What the fuck? Why do I just get the impression that Swaz is just a massive weirdo? What a weird thing to say. You don't always get what you want, Spence. Anyway, those were just some points from Spence's video. If you want to watch the full hour, the link will be in the description. Like this video, comment your thoughts, follow me on Twitter at LombardiYT. No one did that last time. It just seems like no one can be arsed, but do it anyway. And until some new juicy information comes out, bye.
I've had a couple of sausage rolls with Jimmy down at the pub. I'm content.